They said, "Everyone's alive." Red crosses on the doors, cameras rolling. The world held its breath, but the truth was nothing like what it saw on screen. Picture this: night over Gaza, dust in the air, floodlights cutting through smoke. A convoy of Red Cross vehicles crawls toward the border, their white paint glowing under spotlights. Inside, the faces the entire nation prayed for. Hostages, men, women, children. They're coming home, or so it seems. This story began long before those images reached the news. After the October 7 attacks, Israel was consumed by grief and fury. Dozens of civilians were taken captive. The world demanded their release. And then, after months of tense negotiations, Hamas made a grand announcement.
"We will hand over all living hostages to the Red Cross."
It sounded like a gesture of humanity, almost redemption. But in war, the word "all" is rarely what it seems. The first images felt like a miracle. Families sobbing, mothers clutching children, people kneeling in gratitude as freed hostages crossed the border. For a moment, the world exhaled. But then, the inconsistencies began. Names didn't match. Some people were missing. And not all of the dead were returned. Israel accused Hamas of breaking the agreement. Hamas accused Israel of obstructing the process. And between those competing truths, something far greater was being lost: the truth itself. Social media exploded. Videos of joy clashed with footage of empty stretchers. Whispers spread.
Did Hamas deliberately release only the healthiest captives? Was this a performance meant to win sympathy?
And in the middle of it all, the Red Cross, accused of silence.
"You were there," people said. "You saw everything. Why won't you speak?"
But the organization stayed neutral, as always.
"We do not comment on the actions of either side."
And that silence only made the noise louder. Meanwhile, families of those still missing waited in unbearable quiet. No calls, no lists, no answers. What was meant to be a moment of hope turned into a new wave of heartbreak. And then came the realization: this was never just about the hostages. It was about something much larger, about how easily truth can be replaced with symbols, how humanitarian gestures can become weapons of perception, and how, in a world where wars are fought not only on the ground but in the minds of millions, truth itself becomes the rarest and most precious casualty. When the Red Cross vehicles disappeared beyond the horizon, it looked like the end of the story. But maybe that's where it truly began. Because as long as even one family still waits for answers, the war isn't over.